Hello everyone, so welcome to my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video we are going to cover a whole concept about the statistics. But guys, first thing before starting the video, I want to tell you a few things which is very important. First thing is, guys, those who have not completed the statistics completely, please don't refer this video. So when you have to refer this video, this is a just one shot revision of all the concept of statistics. So we will do the revision of just all the concept of statistics. So the first thing is, here I am not going to teach you in a detailed, no, I am not going to teach you in a detailed, no. So if you are expecting like in one shot the teacher is going to teach me in a detailed step by step about any concept and all, no. Second thing is, if you will think that here in this video I am going to do the sums on different topics, I am going to solve the different sums and all, no. I will just give you the overview, because this is the one shot is basically for whom you have an exam after 2 days, so for that person, right? One shot is there. Okay, so if like whatever your targeted chapter, if your targeted chapter is completed, if you are ready for the exam, then please come and watch this one shot of statistics, and please share with your friends also, because 40 out of 40 marks is in your hand for the statistics. Okay, so the thing is, in this video we are going to do one shot revision of all the concept of statistics in a overview, in a summary. So it will be just revision for you, that you will understand, okay, what is this and all, not in a detail and depth. Okay, and second thing, guys, this is the, in this video, in this PDF, I am going to cross few topics, few formula, few things. That means you all should have to also skip that topics, that formula. Why? The reason behind is that is for the old scheme, that is eliminated from the new scheme. Okay, so the thing you have to do only is focus up to here. If you want, you can copy it down. If you can understand. Guys, see, no need of copying everything if you understand everything. Okay, if you know the thing already, just sit, watch the video. It's like a one-time revision for all the statistics. Okay, for the 40 marks. But if you feel that, okay, yes, this point is important, this point I don't know, this point is the new thing, so please write it down, because that thing they will ask in the examination, you will gain the marks. Okay, so let's start the things. I will not waste much of time. We will start the things. Okay, so be careful the topics and the formula and the things what I will cross. That means you have to skip. Don't ask sir what to do, whether we have to do or not. No, skip that thing. Okay. First chapter is statistical description of data. So statistics is what? Statistics is based on four things. First is collection of data, then classification of data, then presentation of data, then analysis of data. Data is nothing but information. Meaning of statistics. So in singular sense, the meaning of statistics is it involves method used for collection, presentation and analysis of data. So in plural sense, the meaning of statistics is it refers to quantitative and qualitative data. Then collection of data. Collection of data is by two methods. First is primary source, second is secondary source. Primary source means first hand. You have collected is first time, direct. You are not taking the help of anyone. You are not taking the help of anyone. It is a direct method. Okay, direct, first time, first hand. So what are the methods? Direct personal interview method, telephonic interview method, questionnaire method, data through enumerator. So here the two things you have to understand in detail is telephonic interview and questionnaire method. See, telephonic interview is quick, non-expensive, because we know telephone is what? You will just dial, you can connect anyone, right? So it's a very quick, non-expensive, large coverage area, because you can keep in conference also. Questionnaire method is not quick, because you will question, because you will see that sometimes the people will see your question, they will not reply, or they will reply when they are free. So questionnaire method is not quick. Non-responsive is maximum chances non-responsive, like as you will do in the WhatsApp group, when the message will come from the teachers, you will see, you will like, array, leave it off. So non-responsive, maximum time, and it is also a large coverage area. In secondary source means it is not a first hand, and it is a indirect, means you are not collecting it first time, someone has already collected, you have taken the help. So in that also we have a two types, published source and unpublished source. Published source is like newspaper, you're taking the help of newspaper, periodicals, international organization like WHO, IMF, what they have already published, you are taking the help from that. Publication from central or state government, local authorities, means they have already published, you are searching, or you have taken their published, you are referring that published sources, and you are taking the help from that data. That is a secondary source, you are taking the help from already published or unpublished sources. But primary sources means it is a very first time you are going and you are observing and you are collecting the data. So unpublished sources, private organization, because private organization, they will not publish, like you will go in the library, you will read the research paper and all. Now classification of data, see, if it is a chronic, so this we have studied about the collection of data. Now classification of data, if you are doing the classification based upon time series, then it is a chronological classification of data. If you are doing the classification based upon the spatial, spatial means location, then it is a geographical classification of data. If the data is based upon numerical or cardinal, it is a quantitative data. Or if the data is non-numerical, okay, where the numerical is not there, like it's a wording and all, or ordinal, so that is a qualitative classification of data. So what is data? Data is again classified into two, quantitative data and qualitative data. Quantitative data means we know which consists of what? Numerics, numeral values. So quantitative data means if it is a counting data, it is a discrete, but if the data is for measure, it is a continuous. If it is a attributes, means it is a qualitative, means you are taking attributes like skin of the color, right? That is what attributes. Okay, so attributes means qualitative. If you are counting, if data is counting, it is a discrete. If the data is measuring, you are measure it, right? So it is a continuous. So here next is textual form. Guys, textual form is boring, data are not properly conveyed. We know textual form is boring, the data are not properly conveyed. Then tabular form. Tabular form is the most accurate, because in tabular form you have to write the exact, like when you will go to the menu, the like restaurant, when you will check the menu, is what? It is the most accurate. They will not write they will not write the cost of anything is approx 400, approx 450, less than 500. They will not write. They will write the exact. So most accurate. Okay. So in tabular form means component of table, very important. Caption. Caption is what? Caption is the upper part of table, upper part of the table containing columns and sub column. Box head, entire upper part of the table which containing caption and unit of measurement. So caption will also come under the box heading. Stub, it is the left part of the table describing rows. Body, we know, main part of the body containing numerical data. And footnote means it describes source, like footnote will write the source note, from where we get this source note and explanation to rows and column. Now next is diagrammatic form. Guys, diagrammatic form is attractive, obviously, used for uneducated and educated class, both we can able to easily understand the diagrammatic. So hidden trend can be understood. Hidden trend means, see, we will not take their value 101, 102, will not take the value, we will take the value of 100, 200, 300. If it is 150, we can easily assume this is a 150. So this is a hidden trend can be understood. 220 means more than this, 290 nearby 300. Okay, so this is very attractive and very useful, so that's why person who is educated, non-educated, all can able to understand it easily. So types of diagrammatic form: line diagram. Line diagram is also called as histogram. So in line diagram, it is a simple line diagram, log or ratio chart, multiple line diagram, multiple axis diagram. So how you will get to know it is a simple line diagram? When it is used for single variable, used for time series data for single variable. So it's a simple line diagram. When same you are using the when time series data showed wide range of fluctuation and plot log values on y-axis. So it's a log chart. Multiple line diagram, multiple lines, so two or more related time series with same unit of measurement, guys, same unit of measurement, multiple line diagram. Different unit of measurement, multiple axis diagram. Now next is bar diagram. Bar diagram is horizontal bar diagram. Horizontal bar diagram means it will always take qualitative data to data over space. Vertical bar diagram is quantitative data over time. Next is bar diagram. Bar diagram is one dimensional or two dimensional. So one dimensional bar diagram is single bar diagram, multiple bar diagram, subdivided bar diagram, percent bar diagram. Okay, just remember these things. Two dimensional means pie chart, rectangular diagram, square diagram. Guys, many of the time in the examination they will ask this pie diagram angle. Okay, pie diagram angle is what? Value of that component divided by total value of all the components into 360 degree. History of statistics. So this is important. If it is a Latin, from Latin word it is status. Italian it is statista. German is statistic. K will be there. French is statistic. QUE is there. Okay, so this is not used. Okay, in 4th century BC, Chandragupta regime statistics was used by Kautilya. Then in 16th century AD, Abu Fazl it used statistics to maintain agricultural data. Statistics was first used in recording census. This all the things wants to tell you that statistics can be used everywhere. Statistics can be used everywhere. Scrutiny of data, that is, guys, this is very important. Scrutiny is what? Before, once you have collected the data, so you have to present the data. So before presentation you will again re-verify. Like suppose you have to do the presentation. Okay, you have to do the presentation. So presentation means what you will do, as you will collect the data, you will make the PPT, and also before presentation you will re-verify whether the data, whether the everything is accurate or not, there is something missing or any inappropriate data or wrong data is not there. So scrutiny is that only. So before presentation you are doing re-verify. So if interrelated series of data is given, then we can check. So it's nothing but check for the internal consistency and scrutinize the data. If it is wrong, we will verify it. Class limit, we know. For discrete data, it is mutually inclusive. See, when class interval are discontinuous or non-overlapping, then the extreme values are called class limit, like upper class limit and lower class limit. Class boundary. For continuous data, it is mutually exclusive. Here, class intervals are continuous or overlapping. Continuous. So continuous means upper class boundary, lower class boundary. This is the important formula. Class width we know, upper class minus lower class, upper class boundary minus lower class boundary. Class marks is upper class limit plus lower class limit by 2. We know this. For discrete, okay. So see this, this in place of this we can say one thing is we already know. Guys, in statistics, every time we will take the continuous data. We will not take the discontinuous data. What we will take? Yes, we will take the continuous data. If it is a discontinuous frequency distribution is given, we will convert into continuous frequency distribution. And how we will convert the frequency, means how we will convert the discontinuous frequency distribution into continuous frequency distribution? Yes, from lower class boundary we will do minus 0.5. From upper class limit we will add 0.5. Yes, we know this. Yes, sir. So no need of this. Just remember this thing. Just remember the thing, for every time we have to convert the discontinuous frequency distribution table into continuous frequency distribution table. Then only we will solve. So for converting discontinuous to continuous means what we will do? From lower class limit we will minus 0.5 and from upper class limit we will add 0.5. Number of class interval. This is important. Number of class interval means highest observation minus lowest observation by class length. Frequency density is frequency of the class interval divided by class length. Relative frequency is frequency of the class divided by total frequency. Relative percentage means relative percentage. So relative frequency into 100% you will get. Then graphical presentation of frequency distribution. Graph is not important, just remember these things. Okay, graphical representation of frequency distribution is, first you will see the histogram. Histogram is also called as area diagram. On x-axis, guys, it should be class boundary. On y-axis it should be frequency. So when class interval are of unequal length, we will plot frequency density. It is used to find mode. Very important. Next is frequency polygon. Frequency polygon, on x-axis we want mid value or class mark. On y-axis is a frequency. Now frequency curve. Frequency curve means limiting form of histogram or frequency polygon. Remember this thing. These theories are very important. So in frequency curve, total area under the curve is unity, means 1. Different shapes are there: bell shaped, U shaped, J shaped, mixed curve. Bell shaped curve is widely used especially for data. Bell shaped is widely used. So this is what? This is bell shaped, this is U shaped, J shaped, mixed curve. Ogive, ogive, whatever you can say. Ogive curve is less than and more than. So ogive curve, for the less than, on x-axis we want upper class boundary. For more than, on x-axis we want lower class boundary. On y-axis less than cumulative frequency. On y-axis more than cumulative frequency. Okay, sorry, it is not J-shaped, it is S-shaped. Okay. So what will happen in ogive graph? Class interval can be of unequal length, like this. It is used to find quartiles. Quartiles means median, right? Because median, we know the quartile, percentile, decile. It is a properties of median. So intersection of less than and more than ogive is median. This, where the less than or more than ogive will intersect, will get a median. This will draw. Okay, that is a quartiles. We can say the quartiles also. False baseline graph. So it is a false base. So when values are very large but fluctuations are small, we use this graph. So first chapter is done. Okay, now we will come for the second chapter, that is measures of central tendency. Guys, this is just for your concept. Understand the concept but revise the PDF. What the PDF I have shared in the Telegram and in the classroom, revise that PDF. Okay, go through each and every questions of that PDF. Okay, whatever the things I have did, and then guys, MTP1, MTP2, MTP3 of this June 2024. Okay, then you will easily score 80, 85 plus in maths easily. Guys, what the thing you have to do? First thing you have to do, all the question answer, revise all the question answer what I did in the classroom. Second, revise all those PDF questions, because I know while doing the revision, you know Okay, you have did a lot of type revision, so you know the concept that yes, this is an important topic. Array, this question I know, this question I know, this question I know, so you can skip that question. The questions in which you are feeling it difficult, you will get stuck, so revise that questions during the last time. Okay, second PDF, third MTP1, MTP2, MTP3 of this year. Then fourth is this one shot. That's it. You will score easily 80 plus, 85 plus also you can score. So now we'll continue with the second chapter, measures of central tendency. Central tendency means, it means the value are trying to concentrate at one particular point. Central tendency means the values are trying to concentrate at one particular time. It is called central tendency point. So central tendency, we are going to study about mean, median, mode. And then what? Yes, geometric mean, harmonic mean, I know, but geometric mean is what? It is a mean is further divided into arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. It is a part of mean only. So mean is used for quantitative data, whereas median and mode are used for qualitative data. Mean is further divided into arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. Arithmetic mean is also known as mean. It is used for general data, or you can say average. For opinion, mode is used. If you want someone's opinion, mode is used, because opinion means we will value the highest frequency, the more value. So mode. Now mean all we know. Mean is what? The formula of mean is sum of all the observation divided by the number of observation. Mean is denoted by x bar. Mean is the most useful measure of central tendency. Okay, so data have no frequency. Okay, when data have no frequency means only observation is given. So what is the formula when observation is given? So x bar is sum of all the observations divided by total number of observations. This is like example. Okay, now when data have frequency means grouped. Guys, remember this thing. Data have no frequency means only observation is given. Only observation means ungrouped data. Okay, data have frequency means we have a frequency distribution table, means grouped data. The formula is what? X bar is summation of fi xi by summation of f. So this summation of fi xi by summation of f. So x is what? X, we know it is a, sorry, x bar, not x. X is what? Here x. X is the mid value of the class interval. We know, those who have attended the class, you know. So that's why I am not going to go in a detail, because you have already studied in the class, and that's why it's a one shot. Okay, data having class interval. So guys, see this shortcut method, no need. Just remember the method, direct method. When data have class interval means data have frequency. Data have frequency means grouped. So this is the formula of grouped. Check the formula. Summation of fi xi by summation of f. So same here, summation of xi by summation of f. So data have frequency means data have class interval. So for class interval only we have a frequency. So class interval and frequency means it is a grouped data. So don't get confused. Formulas are same. X means what? X is a class mark. Lower class limit plus upper class limit divided by 2. Don't use this method. For both method you will get the same answer. So directly use this method because you have did in the class. Or those who have did by this method in the class, you can use this method, but I have never did this method in the class, so skip it. This is a form. Okay. Yes guys, this is a very important. They will ask the question corrected mean. Corrected means what is the form? Yes, they will give a one mean. Okay, and in that they will say that in place of this value, okay, in place of this correct value we have taken a wrong value. So what you have to do, you have to find the correct mean. So first of all you have to find the corrected summation of x. Summation of x means sum of all the observation. So corrected sum of x means what you have to do, You will take this x bar, wrong x bar into number of observation. From that we will minus the wrong value. So what we will do, we will remove the wrong value and we will add the correct value. We know this, right? We have did in the class also. So you will get the corrected x bar. So corrected mean means this, sorry, we will get the corrected summation of x. So corrected means what? Corrected summation of x divided by total number of observations. So summation of x means what? Sum of all the observation. So corrected divided by number of observation. We know how to find the for corrected. So first we will find the sum of all the observation for wrong. So how you will get? See, x bar is what? X bar is summation of x by n. So this is a wrong. So first we have to find this wrong summation of x. So wrong summation of x is what? This you will multiply n into wrong mean. So n into wrong mean, number of observation into wrong mean. So you will get the wrong sum of all the observation. So from that you have to minus the wrong value and we have to add the correct value. So you will get the corrected sum of all the observation. So for corrected mean we have this formula. So we will substitute the corrected sum of all the observation divided by number of observation. We know this, we have did already in the class, and this is an example you can understand. Now combined mean, another important. When we will use the combined mean, when two or more groups are there. Okay, like suppose they will give a they are in a school, there is a boys and girls. So number of boys is this much, number of girls, or the mean of the boys, the mean of the girls, or average of skilled labor, average of unskilled labor. So average means what? Arithmetic mean, or mean means same, arithmetic mean only. So when they will give two or more groups, so that time we will use the combined mean. Like they will talk about boys, girls, men, women, skilled labor, unskilled labor, like that. So formula is n1 and n2. So n1 means number of observation is mean plus another number of observation, it's mean divided by n1 plus n2, means n1 into x bar plus n2 into x2 bar by n1 plus n2. Like this, the two groups are there containing 30 and 20 observations. So n1, n2 having 50 and 60 as arithmetic mean. So x1 bar, x2 bar, combined arithmetic mean. So we'll use the formula. Guys, this is again very important thing. Okay, this thing is what? Remember the thing. They will give a one equation. They will give a one equation. This is very important. I have explained you in the class also, and in the MTP also you got this type of question. So when they will give what? When they will give a one equation and they will give a value of one variable, you have to find the value of other variable. So what we will do, we will see the word if range or deviation is there or not. Guys, if range and deviation are not there, we will use the substitution method. Means directly we will put the x as 15 here. In place of x, we will substitute the x value, we will get the y. So x is 15, 15 to the 30, 30 plus 7, 37. So it will go that side. So like this. So it will become 3y is equals to minus 37. So y is equals to minus 37 by 3. So you will get the answer y bar. Okay. So guys, this type of question is in chapter number 2 also, central tendency, and chapter number 3 also, measures of dispersion. So understand the thing. If they will give one equation and they will give the value of one variable, you have to find the value of other variable. If the word range and deviation, if the word range and deviation is not given, what we will do? We will do the substitution method. Means we will take the x value, we will substitute the x value here, we will get the y value. That is the substitution method. But like we did, okay. But the same thing, they will give the one equation, they will give the value of one variable, you have to find the value of other variable. But the word range and deviation is given. So what we have to do? See, we have to find the value of y. So y is equals to what? Mod of coefficient of x by coefficient of y into x value which is given. So y is equals to coefficient of x is what? 2 divided by coefficient of y is 3. Guys, it is a mod. So every time we will take the positive value into the x bar is what? 15. So 3 5 the 15, 5 to the 10. This is the method. Remember the thing, guys, 110% they will ask the question in the examination, and in MTP you will get the same type of question. So the same thing we are going to see this thing. This thing is for all: mean, median, mode, aim, arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean. For everything the same thing. Range and deviation, what is there? Means chapter number 3, central tendency, standard deviation, mean deviation, range, quartile deviation. Okay, for that all the same formula. Just you have to see the word range and deviation is not there, substitution method. Range and deviation is there, this formula. Median is the, guys, second best measure of central tendency. First measure is mean. Median is also called as positional average, because in median we will find the position, right? Nth value, n plus 1 by 2th value, right? Yeah, it can be determined by graphical method, yes, ogive, and numerical method, both. In graphical method, ogive are used to find the value of median. So now guys, raw data means ungrouped, when only the observations are given. So that time, guys, the very important thing in median, which is very much different from all other, is we have to arrange the data in ascending order. In examination in hurry burry, the student will forget about this. Moe will happen. Okay, so you have to arrange in ascending order. Then after that you have to count the number of observations. So number of observation, if it is odd, we are using this formula, n plus 1 by tooth value. Guys, it's tooth value, so you have to count the position. So that's why median is positional average. If it is even, we will use this value, n by tooth value plus n by 2 plus 1 value divided by 2. So you have to go to that position. For grouped means where the class interval is given, where the frequency is given. Okay, so guys, okay, we will not use this formula. Okay, we will not use this one. We'll directly see for this. Okay, we know for continuous or discontinuous, guys, we know if it is a discontinuous frequency distribution table, we have to convert into continuous frequency distribution table, because in statistics every time we want a continuous continuous frequency distribution table. Okay, if it is given a discontinuous, what we will do? Yes, from lower class limit we will do minus 0.5, from upper class limit we will do plus 0.5. So we will convert the discontinuous frequency distribution table into continuous frequency distribution table. Okay, we know this, right? So first thing in median, what we have to find is the median class. How you will find the median class is n by tooth observation. We have already did in the class, right? So in median you have to find the cumulative frequency also, and from there only we will get the median class. So formula is this: L is the lower limit plus n by 2. N means what? We know. Capital N indicate the sum of all the frequency, minus cumulative frequency by frequency into class width. See, we have used the C. You can use the C or N, whatever the class width. Okay, and this is the thing how we will find. We have already did in the class. Okay, so if you want, you can just go through these questions, or you have already did in the class, so go through that questions only. Just understand the concept here, that is much enough. Now properties of median. So value of median changes with respect to change of origin and scale. Okay, so if you will do the plus minus, the median will change. If you will do multiply division, the median will change. Guys, this is the same thing we have did this is the same thing. If they will give a one equation and they will give a value of one variable, how you will find a value of other variable? If range and deviation is not given, substitution method. If range and deviation is given, I have said you, and we have did in the class also. Okay. This one, sum of absolute deviation of all the observed value about median is minimum. This is for sum of absolute deviations. In median we have to find the quartile, decile, percentile. Octile, no, octile is not there, so we know, because properties of median is what? Quartile, decile, percentile. So for all, see, quartile means 4 parts, decile means 10 parts, percentile means 100 parts. So quartile means Q1, Q2, Q3. So Q1 is the lower quartile, Q3 is the upper quartile, Q2 is the median. Remember the thing we have did in the question also. If they are talking about quartile and if it is a median, right? If they are talking about quartile and if this is a median means Q2. Okay. So formula, guys, the formula we know. What is the formula? Yes. Formula is same for QI, DI and PI, for quartile, decile, percentile. What is the formula? Yes, I into n plus 1 by quartile means fourth value, guys, and after that we have to solve. Remember the thing for quartile, decile and percentile we have did in the class, even we have did in the yes, in the video also. Decile means same, I into n plus 1 divided by decile means 10, so divided by 10th value. See guys, for all percentile also, see, numerator will remain same, I into n plus 1, I into n plus 1, I into n plus 1, I into n plus 1. Just is the quartile, so divided by 4, decile divided by 10, percentile means divided by 100th value. After that the process is different, right? We have did in the class. So no, don't see this and all. Okay. So this is the formula. Basically you have to remember, that's it. And this quartile 4 part, 10 part, 100 part and this thing. Mode. Okay. Fine. Don't remember this also. Mode. Mode means what? Mode, we know the value in series which occur most frequently, who's having the highest frequency. The value having maximum frequency is called mode or norm. It is denoted by MO or Z. Guys, we know raw data means when the only observation is given. So only observation is given, the data repeated most number of time is the mode. Okay. If it is a group frequency means, and in the group we want a continuous only. So in a group frequency, guys, group frequency determines what you have to take. Yes, you have to take the modal class. So class having highest frequency is the mode class, and this is the formula for mode. F1, F0. So you can use this also, and we have used in the classes F0, F minus 1 and F1. F0 is the modal class, F minus 1 is the class which is lesser than, like this it should be. See, we did in the class like this. F0 is the modal class. Here they have used in the F1 as the modal class, and then we can use F minus 1 is the class which is lesser than the modal class, and the F1 is the class which is next to the modal class. So modal class we have used F0, so they have used F1 as the modal class. F0 is the preceding class frequency. So here what we have used F minus 1. So F2 is the successive. In class we have used F1, so you can use that value also. This is the formula for the mode. N, guys, N is nothing but we have used the class interval C, or class interval C, or you can say the class width. Okay, so here they have used N, so don't get confused. This is the question you can try. Better to try the question which we have did in the class only. Okay, this is the important, guys, relationship between mean, median and mode. For symmetrical data, mean is equals to median is equals to mode, because it is a similar. For moderately skewed or asymmetrical data, we know this mean minus mode is equal to 3 mean minus median. Remember this formula and then this, because once you will simplify this, you will get this only. Mode is equals to 3 median minus 2 mean. Very important. They will ask in the examination. Now geometric mean. Geometric mean is what? Geometric mean is used for data representing ratio, proportion, percentage and time. For ungrouped, geometric mean is x1 into x2 into x3 into dot 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 xn power 1 by n, the number of observation. So that's why they have given nth root of the product of the observation, nth root of the product. So if the observation is 5, so it is n is 5, 1 by 5. Okay, like that. Discrete means grouped. Grouped means we know guys, yes, the observation is frequency into x2 the observation power its frequency into x3 is the observation power its frequency, like that. So 1 by capital N is the total frequency. So this too is important. Properties of GM guys, log is not there. These two is important properties. If z is equals to x into y, so gm of z is gm of x into gm of y, means here it is multiply, so here also it will get multiply. Z is equals to x by y, here it is divide, so gm of z is gm of x by gm of y, it is also get divide. So if it is multiply, the gm will also get multiply, if it is divide, the gm will also get divide. Harmonic mean, so harmonic mean is what? Reciprocal of arithmetic mean. Harmonic mean is used for ratio, proportion, rates and speeds. For ungrouped, harmonic mean you can use this, or we know, right? For ungrouped, what we have studied? We have studied is formula is equals to n, the total number of observations, divided by 1 by x1 plus 1 by x2 plus 1 by x3 plus dot 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 1 by xn. So x1, x2, x3 is what? The observation. So 1 by the first observation plus 1 by second observation plus 1 by third observation, like that. So n is the total number of observation. So for grouped what we will do? We will use the capital N. Capital N is the sum of all the observation divided by, guys, same thing. But in grouped what will come? Group frequency will come. So formula is frequency 1 by x1 plus frequency 2 by x2 plus frequency 3 by x3, means plus dot dot dot, means the frequency of the observation divided by its observation. Okay, we have did in the class already. Properties of harmonic mean, this is the combined harmonic mean. Okay, n1 plus n2 by n1 by harmonic mean of 1 plus n2 by harmonic mean of 2. So how we will get to know? We have to use the combined harmonic mean. They will tell in the question that find the combined harmonic mean, or in the question they will give the two observations, and with two observation you have a two harmonic mean. So you will get to know. Okay, important relationship between AM, GM and HM. So for any set of positive observation, AM is greater than equal to GM is greater than equal to HM. Okay, for all these three we know that AM into HM is what? Is equals to GM whole square. Or you can write like this also. AM into HM, the square will go that side. So AM into HM square root is equals to GM. Okay, weighted average. Why is weighted average is not there? Okay, guys, this is a few things which is important. This is a few things which is important. About the central tendency. See, the best measure of central tendency usually is the arithmetic mean. It is rigidly defined. It is based on all the observation, easy to comprehend, simple to calculate and very much affected by simple to calculate and amenable to mathematical properties. This is the advantage of arithmetic mean. But however, arithmetic mean has one drawback, that is very much affected by sampling fluctuations. If you do the fluctuation, it will get affect. So in case of frequency distribution, mean cannot be advocate for open-end classification. So remember this thing, for open-end classification mean is not there. Now like arithmetic mean, median is also rigidly defined and easy to comprehend and compute, but median is not based on all observation, but arithmetic mean is based on all observation. So the median does not allow itself to mathematically treatment. However, median is not much affected by sampling fluctuation because median is not based on observation. Mean is based on observations. And median is most appropriate measure of central tendency for open-end classification. Although mode is most popular measures of central tendency, most popular is mode, but the first priority is arithmetic mean. These are the cases when mode remains undefined. Unlike mean, it has no mathematical property. Mode is also affected by sampling fluctuations. Okay, this is the same thing what is above. Yeah, guys, this is the important points, very important. The few important points are there. Criteria for ideal measure of central tendency and dispersion. What are the criteria? It should be properly defined. It should be properly defined. It should be easy to comprehend. It should be simple to compute. It should be based on all the observations. It should have certain desirable mathematical properties. Guys, this is the criteria for ideal measurements of central tendency or ideal measure of dispersion. It should have certain desirable mathematical properties. It should be least affected by presence of extreme observations. If all the observation assumed by the variable are constant means if you take as a 0, I have given in the class, 0 means arithmetic mean, geometric mean, harmonic mean, median, mode, everything will be 0. Okay. The algebraic sum of all the deviation of set of observation from their arithmetic mean is 0. Sum of absolute deviation, guys, see here. This is the algebraic sum of deviation. This is sum of absolute deviation is minimum when the deviation is taken from median. For absolute deviation, minimum is median. For algebraic sum of deviation, arithmetic mean is minimum, that is 0. Arithmetic mean is the best measure of central tendency. Median is the best measure for open-end classification, we have studied before. Mode is not uniquely defined. Arithmetic mean is affected by sampling fluctuation. Mode is also affected by sampling fluctuation. Geometric mean, harmonic mean and median are less affected by sampling fluctuation. Median is not affected by presence of extreme observation or outliers. Outliers leave, just remember the mean, extreme observation. Mode is the most popular measure of central tendency. If any of the observation is negative, then arithmetic mean is not defined. Then geometric mean, If any of the observation is negative, geometric mean is not defined. If any of the observation is 0, then geometric mean and harmonic mean cannot be calculated. This we have seen already in the numerical. Geometric mean and harmonic mean are difficult to comprehend and compute. Geometric mean and harmonic mean are used for computation of average rate and ratio. This is very important. Geometric mean is used to calculate, guys, CAGR, compound annual growth rate, geometric mean. Harmonic mean is used to calculate average speed. Relation between AM, GM and HM, we have already did this thing. Okay, arithmetic mean is what? A plus B by 2. Geometric mean is square root of A by 2. Harmonic mean is, guys, this. Harmonic mean is what? Number of observation divided by 1 by observation plus 1 by observation, right? This is a harmonic mean ungrouped formula, what we will use for average speed. If two numbers are given, so arithmetic mean is greater than equal to geometric mean is greater than equal to harmonic mean. If A and B are unequal, then AM is greater than GM is greater than HM. Equal to sign will not come. If A and B are equal, then arithmetic mean equals geometric mean equals harmonic mean. So empirical relation between this, we have already studied this. Harmonic mean is reciprocal of arithmetic mean, this we already know. This is the second chapter is done. Now we will come for the third chapter, measures of dispersion. So dispersion means scatter or spread or variation, because we know dispersed. It is also called as average of second order, because average of first order is central tendency. Average of second order is measures of dispersion. Measures of dispersion is by the two absolute measures and relative measures. In absolute measures we will do range, quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation, and relative measure their coefficient, like range, coefficient of range, quartile deviation, coefficient of quartile deviation, mean deviation, coefficient of mean deviation, standard deviation, coefficient of variation. Guys, coefficient of standard deviation is also called as coefficient of variation. Range is what we know, the difference between the largest observation minus smallest, or you can say highest observation minus highest observation minus lowest observation. Guys, see, I know I am going little fast. The reason behind it, this is one shot we have already did. Just I have to explain the concept which is new. The main thing is I have combined all the concept of statistics in a small thing. So I am just glancing it one by one. Okay, so I am going little fast. As I've said in the starting of the video, I am not going in the deep. I am not going to explain each and every point. What is the important? I will do that much. So coefficient of range means we know highest observation minus lowest observation by highest observation plus lowest observation into 100, right? L and S. L is the largest or highest, S is the smallest. It is independent of frequency. It is affected by presence of extreme values. Properties. If all the observation of a series are constant, I have said before only, range and coefficient of range is 0. If the constant quantity is added or subtracted, then range does not change, but coefficient of range changes. If all the observations are multiplied or divided by a constant quantity, range changes, but coefficient of range does not changes. Guys, very important for the MCQ. Guys, this thing, don't remember this formula. We have known the formula, we have did before already. So this fourth point, leave out this 4 point. You can directly come for this, for the fourth point. What is this? The one equation is given, value of one variable is given, you have to find the value of other variable, and the thing is range is given. R is range. So range or quartile deviation or mean deviation, standard deviation means range or deviation is given. What you have to find? Y is equals to mod. Mod means obviously it will come positive. So coefficient of x is 2 divided by coefficient of y is 3 into x is 15. So 3 5 the 15, 5 to the 10. That's it. They have did by some other method, so don't follow. We did this method in the class, so focus this method. That is only the type, the fourth properties. Quartile deviation. Quartile deviation is the most appropriate measure of dispersion for open-end classification. This is very, very important, guys, this point and all. See, quartile deviation formula is Q3 minus Q1 by Q2. So quartile deviation is also called as semi-interquartile range. Remember the thing, Q1, Q2, Q3 we already studied that, quartile 1, quartile 2, quartile 3. Q1 is the lowest quartile, Q3 is the highest quartile. If they will talk about median in the quartile, it is Q2. Coefficient of quartile deviation is Q3 minus Q1 by Q3 plus Q1 into 100. So into 100 means coefficient is in percentage, but we have to see the option. Sometimes in the option they will not talk about the percentage, so don't get confused. Interquartile range is the Q3 minus Q1. Semi interquartile means Q3 minus Q1 by 2. Median, if it is a quartile and they will talk about median, it is Q2. The formula of median is Q3 plus Q1 by 2. Interdecile range D9 minus D1. Interpercentile range P99 minus P1. Properties, it is a positional measure. It is not affected by stream value. It is independent of origin but not of a scale, means it is depend upon the scale. There is the same thing. The fourth one is similar. What is the similar? The same thing, they will give one equation. They will give the value of one variable. You have to find the value of other variable. If the word range and deviation is not given, substitution method. If the word range and deviation is given, we have already did. Yes, sir. Now I will come for the next is mean deviation. It is mean deviation is what, guys? Arithmetic mean. Absolute deviation of the observation from mean, median on mode. Okay. So we have already studied the mean deviation about mean or mean deviation about median. So mean deviation about mean means, guys, what? Summation of x minus x bar by n. So x bar is nothing but the mean, because they have said about the mean. So first thing what we have to do, first thing we have to find the mean, then you have to do the summation of what, this observation minus mean, then plus x2 minus mean plus x3 minus mean, dot 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 dot, like that, right? We have already did the mean deviation about mean, and this mod means we will not take the negative value every time the value is positive. If the mean deviation about mean, this is frequency guys, frequency is not there, okay, for grouped it is not there. Then coefficient, yeah, coefficient is what, this mean deviation about mean, okay, divided by mean into 100. If guys they will say to find the coefficient guys, mode they will not ask in the examination, they will ask the coefficient of mean or median. So if mean deviation about mean means this, mean deviation about median means same thing, just in place of mean we have to use the median. Already we have did it, right? So median means guys we know it is only for ungrouped, for grouped we are not going to find it. So for ungrouped we know how to find the median is, we'll arrange in ascending order, then we'll see the n is odd, we will use the different formula, n is even, we'll use the different formula. Yes sir. Okay, and then we will do the observation, first observation minus median plus second observation minus median plus third observation minus median plus dot dot dot, like that, divided by n, the total number of observation, and every time it should be what, mode for both mean and median. So for median it will become mean deviation about median divided by median into 100. Now properties guys, this we already know, absolute deviation taken from median is minimum, absolute deviation. Okay, median of two observation is a minus b by 2. Coefficient of mediation, sorry guys, see, coefficient of mean deviation of first 9 natural number, this they will ask in the examination, just remember the thing, it is 400 by 9 or 44.44. This is the same thing, the fourth one we have already did before. Standard deviation, the best method to calculate dispersion, and it is rigidly defined. It is considered as most useful measures of dispersion. It is defined as root mean square deviation, where the deviation are taken from arithmetic mean. So guys, standard deviation we have a two formula, for grouped we are not going to study, we only study about ungrouped. Ungrouped guys, this formula what we have, what I have taught you in the class, that is very important. Okay, so what is this, summation of x square, not x, the x is the observation, we have to find the x square, the square of every observation, that summation, that summation of x square by total number of observation minus the x, so we will find the mean, that mean whole square. Okay, you can use this formula, any formula you can use, but only for ungrouped. Grouped we are not going to use. Combined standard deviation guys, it is very rare, they will ask in the examination, leave it off. Guys, this is very important. Corrected guys, this is very important, we have did in the class also, like we have seen in the mean. Guys, this is very important, they will give the mean, they will give the deviation, standard deviation or mean deviation, whatever, and in that they will say that this is the wrong value we have taken, in place of this we have to take a correct value, now find the correct mean, correct standard deviation. Guys, very important, 110% they will ask the question in the examination. We have already did in the class, and I have sent you the PDF, we have already solved, we have already did in what, yes, we have already did in the video also. Very important, we know how to find, right? First of all, we'll take the wrong value, from wrong value we will remove the, means find the wrong, suppose wrong mean, then like that only we have to do, from that we will remove the wrong values, we will minus the wrong values, we will add the correct values, we will get the correct thing. We have already did in the class, so you know the concept, we have already did in the video also, in dispersion video. Okay, so this is very important, so please focus on that. Properties, relationship between, this is very important guys, relationship between quartile deviation, mean deviation, standard deviation is 10:12:50. If all the observation are same, then standard deviation is 0. Guys, it is for this properties for all. If all the observation are same, if all the observation are constant, so mean deviation, standard deviation, range, quartile deviation, arithmetic mean, median, mode, everything is 0. If all the observation are same, or if all the observation are constant, or if all the observation are 0, it will be 0. Standard deviation of two number, mode of a minus b by 2. Standard deviation of 7 consecutive natural number is 2, and standard deviation of 5 consecutive natural number is root 2. Standard deviation of first n natural number, square root of n square minus 1 by 2. Square of standard deviation is called variance. We know this. It is affected by change of scale only. We know this already, we have did. So variance of constant is 0. See, variance of guys ax plus this is very important guys, we have already did in the MTP. They will give here, they will give the like this equation variance, they will give the x value, you have to find the variance of y. So variance of y means this, the coefficient of x, whatever the coefficient of x is there, we have to take the square of that into variance of x, what they will give in the question. This we have did in the MTP, very important. Variance of x plus minus y, if it is a normal, then variance of x plus variance of y plus minus 2 into covariance of x minus y. If it is independent, then formula is variance of x plus minus y is variance of x plus variance of y. They will ask the formula, they will not ask the theory, sorry, numericals, they will ask the formula. And this guys, range is equals to 6 into standard deviation, range is equals to 7.5 into quartile deviation, range is equals to 9 into mean deviation. And we know standard deviation is greater than mean deviation is greater than quartile deviation. Remember this thing, it will be helpful for the numerical. Coefficient of variation is nothing but coefficient of standard deviation. It is the last measure of dispersion, we know. It is a relative method and free from units. It is used to compare, like coefficient of variation is what? A coefficient of standard deviation is what? Standard deviation, right? Divided by mean into 100. That's it. This is not there. Simple variance, this is also not there. Few important points are there. Standard deviation is most widely and commonly used measures of dispersion, we have studied. Standard deviation possesses mathematical properties. Standard deviation and mean deviation based on all the observation. Range is the quickest to compute. Quartile deviation is the best measure for open-end classification. Range is the highly affected by presence of extreme observation and sampling fluctuations. Mean deviation and quartile deviation are not much affected by sampling fluctuation. Quartile deviation has no impact on the presence of extreme observation. Guys, remember this point. They have already asked in the examination. Standard deviation of x plus minus y, if it is independent, so square root of variance of x plus square root of variance of y. Guys, remember the thing, this only we have to remember the formula directly. They will ask in the examination, they will not ask the numerical. Relationship between, guys, we know quartile deviation is to mean deviation is to standard deviation is 10 is to 12 is to 15. Just remember this thing, because this is very important. 100% they will ask the 2 marks or 3 marks, means 2 or 3 question in the examination. So they will give the mean deviation, you have to find the quartile deviation. So quartile deviation is 5 by 6 into mean deviation. Same, mean deviation is 6 by 5 into quartile deviation, opposite. Mean deviation is 4 by 5 into standard deviation. So standard deviation is 5 by 4 into mean deviation. Quartile deviation is 2 by 3 into standard deviation. Standard deviation is 3 by 2 into quartile deviation. Guys, this is the thing, they will, in exam they will give the standard deviation, you have to find the mean deviation. Then you will use this formula. Or in the examination they will give the quartile deviation, you have to find the standard deviation. We will use this formula. Effect of origin, change of origin. Guys, this thing, don't do this. This we have already studied. And this also, because everything will become 0. Guys, see this. If all the values assumed by the variable are constant, we see it constant, 0, whatever, mean deviation, quartile deviation, standard deviation, range 0. We have studied in chapter number 2 also, if they are constant, So mean, arithmetic mean, median, mode, harmonic mean, geometric mean, all are 0. Now we'll come for the next chapter, that is probability. Probability has two approaches, subjective and objective. So experiment, guys, we know what we have to, the performance which produce certain result is experiment. Random experiment means the result of experiment depends on chance only. Then experiment is random. Random is if you toss a coin. So it's a random, we don't know either head will come or tail will come. So random experiment means if you will continuously, we will do that experiment under the same condition is tossing the coin for different experiment, we will get the different result. Event, we know for what we have to find, that is event. The outcome, let A be the event of getting head. So we want to get a head. So A is the event. Types of event, null event means have no sample point. Null event means this 0. Simple or elementary event means we have only single element. Mutually exclusive and exhaustive event. A union B is the whole sample space, then exhaustive. A intersection B is the null event, exclusive. Equally likely events or mutually symmetric events or equiprobable events means when two events have equal chance of occurrence. When you will toss a coin, the occurring of head or occurring of tail, both are similar chance. Like a fair coin is tossed, a child is born in family, so either girl or boy, equal chance. Independent event means it happening of one event does not affect the occurrence of other event. Sample space means set of all possible outcomes. Like suppose a die is thrown, so 1 2 3 4 5 6, right? A die is thrown means sample event is what? Sample space. Sample space is 1 2 3 4 5 6. Sample space is nothing but all possible outcomes denoted by S. Approaches to probability, either classical or mathematical or priori, empirical or posteriori or statistical or axiomatic. But this is not important. We'll study about the classical or mathematical or priori definition. So guys, we know the probability values will differ between 0 to 1 only. If you are getting more than 1, if you are getting less than 0 means it is a wrong value. You have to check it. Formula of probability is favorable outcome by possible outcomes. Probability of A always lies between 0 and 1. Probability of A is 0 for impossible event, no chance. Probability of A is 1 for sure event. So probability of A means sure event, and probability of A dash, guys, A dash means it will not happen. Suppose probability of A is getting a head. So probability of A dash means getting a tail, or you can say no head. Okay. So probability of occurrence plus probability of not occurrence is equals to 1. A is the complement event, means which is not there. So probability of A intersection A complement is null event, 0. This is not there, guys, empirical, because limit we don't want. Okay, remember just this thing. Mutually exclusive means probability of A intersection B is 0. And if probability of A intersection B is 0, then we know this formula, guys. What is the formula of probability of A union B? Addition theorem. Probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. If A intersection B is 0 means this only. Probability of A plus probability of B. Don't do this too. Sample space, guys, we know the sample space. For 2 coins this much, for 3 coins this much. So sample space, guys, means if you toss a coin head or tail, so only 2 possibilities. So 2 power n, n indicates the number of coins. If number of coins is 2, so 2 power 2 means 4. See, 1 2 3 4. 3 coins means 2 power 3, 8. Don't do 2 3 6. Okay, 2 power 3 means 2 into 2 into 2. that is 8. So count 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. In class I have said you how to find for the 3 coins, right? Write for the 2 coins head head, head tail, tail head, tail tail. Then this is for 2 coins, then third coin is head tail. Then do this head head head. See this head head tail, this head tail head, this head tail tail, like that for tail also. Dice means guys, one dice 1 2 3 4 5 6. 2 dice means 1 1 1 2 1 3 1 4, like that till 6 6. We have already did, right? Yes sir. So when we'll toss it, when we will roll a dice, so how many? 1 2 3 4 5 6 chances are there. So that's why 6 power n. Okay, so here the sample space is 1 die, so 6 power 1, so 6. So this is 2 dice, means 6 power 2, it is 36. Doublets, yes, this is important. Sets of doublets means 1 1 2 2 3 3 4 4 5 5 6 6. Doublets means where we'll get the double. Cards, guys, cards we know 52 cards are there. 26 red, 26 black, in that 13 head. In red, 26 red, we have a 13 heart, 13 diamond. In 26 black, we have a 13 spade, 13 club. And all we have are this king, queen, jack, ace, then 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. These are 13 cards for all. This 13, this 13, this 13, this 13. So these cards will remain same. The number of suits is 4. Number of suits means this king. King is 1 king here, 1 king here, 1 king here, 1 king here. So 1 2 3 4. So like that's all will remain 4. So that's why guys 13 cards are there. So all cards are 4. So 13 for the total cards is 52. Number of card in each suit is 13, we know. Number of king, queen, jack, ace card is 4. Right, king, queen, jack, ace. This is 4. Total face card is 12. Total picture or honor card is 16. Okay, number of childs in a family. So set of 2 child means either boy boy, boy girl, girl boy, girl girl. Set of 3 child means same. We will do like this. Set of like coins. Boy boy, boy girl, girl boy, girl girl. Then we will take a boy and girl like this. Boy boy boy. This boy boy girl. Then boy girl boy. Then boy girl girl. Then girl boy boy, like that, girl boy boy, girl boy girl, then girl girl boy, girl girl girl, like that. Okay, it is similar to that when we toss the 3 coins. Hi guys, this is very important. If they will say leap year for any day, probability is 2 by 7. For non-leap year, any day, probability is 1 by 7. Remember the thing, very important. Permutation, combination, guys. Permutation is what? Arrangement. Combination is what? Selection. Permutation formula is what? NPR, n factorial by n minus r factorial. Combination is NCR, n factorial by r factorial into n minus r factorial. So permutation formula we know it's a 4p2, means 4 factorial we will expand till these many steps. So 2 steps. So 4 into 3. Okay, combination is there, but remember this formula for combination. That's it. So this we already know, probability of occurrence plus probability of not occurrence is equals to 1. Addition theorem, guys, formula of addition theorem, if 2 events are there. So probability of A union B is probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. If 3 events is there, so probability of A union B union C. So it is probability of A plus probability of B plus probability of C minus probability of A intersection B minus probability of B intersection C minus probability of A intersection C plus probability of A intersection B intersection C. This already we have studied in sets chapter. Guys, difference means probability of A minus B, means probably from probability of A we will minus all the B, A but not B. B minus A means B but not A. The formula is probability of A minus probability of A intersection B. Probability of B minus A means from probability of B we will minus probability of A intersection B. Or probability of A minus B is also called as probability of A intersection B dash Probability of B minus A means probability of B intersection A dash. Symmetric. So probability of asymmetric B means probability of A plus probability of B minus 2 into probability of A intersection B. De Morgan's law, which is very rare they are using. So this is a De Morgan's law. At least means guys union, both or and means intersection. De Morgan's law means probability of A dash intersection B dash means probability of A union B whole complement. That is 1 minus probability of A union B, because we know how to find the complement. So probability of A intersection union B intersection is probability of A dash union B dash is equal to probability of A intersection B whole complement. That is 1 minus probability of A intersection B. Conditional probability. Conditional probability already we have discussed. Okay, conditional probability means probability of E by F. E by F means probability of E is given that F has already occurred. Okay, means F has already occurred, you have to find the probability of E. The formula is probability of E intersection F by probability of F. Why? Because probability of F means probability F has already occurred. Okay, see this. So probability of E intersection F means F has already occurred, you have to find E. So probability of E intersection F by probability of F. If suppose they will ask like this, probability of you have to find for F where E is already occurred. Means the same probability of E intersection F divided by probability of E. What is already occurred we will write at the denominator. These are few examples what we have already did in my PDF. Okay, wait a minute. Yeah, this is the important and we have already did in my PDF also. Independent event means guys the occurrence of one event does not affect the occurrence of other event. Independent means just like a multiply. Probability of A intersection B means probability of A multiply probability of B. A intersection B intersection C means probability of A multiply by probability of B multiply probability of C. Independent means just it is a multiply. Multiplication theorem. Guys, multiplication theorem, remember the thing, if they will say theorem of compound probability. Theorem of compound probability means probability of A intersection B. Formula is this. Probability of A into probability of B by A. Or probability of B into probability of A by B. For theorem of compound probability. If they will say independent event means probability of A intersection B is equals to probability of A into probability of B. Independent means multiply. If they will say A intersection B is 5, 0 means probability of A intersection B is 0 only. Addition theorem we know probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A intersection B. So for probability of A intersection B it will become probability of A plus probability of B minus probability of A union B from addition theorem, right? Yes sir. Odds in favor, guys, odds in favor. So the sample point is n, means the total point is n. Odds in favor and against, we will see for odds in favors and against an event, because this is very important in exam, they are asking this thing. Sample point we will take, total point is n, so m we will take for success. So for failure what will happen, n minus m, that is for failure, because we know from total we will minus the success, that will get the failure. The probability of success is, guys, see this, m, success is for m divided by total is n. So probability of failure, for failure n minus m divided by total is n. So odds in favor means odds in favor. So probability of success is to probability of failure we have to do. So success is m is to failure is n minus m. Odd against, against means probability of failure is to probability of success. See the difference. Don't get confused in the examination. So failure is n minus m is to success is m. These are the few examples, you can just check and you can understand. Now random variable, guys, random variable. Random variable means if they will say how many, that is a discrete. How much, continuous. Don't remember this too. Just remember this for the theory if they will ask. Random variable discrete means probability mass function. Random variable continuous means probability density function. This is all is not there. So integration and all is not there. Now the first thing what we will do in the probability is, see, random variable just how much is for discrete, how many means discrete, how much is continuous. If it is a discrete means probability mass function, if it is a continuous means probability density function. That's it. No need of this slide. Then no need of this also. Just now we will see for the this one. Expected value. Not need for this till here. Not need for this till here. But this is expected value. We know how to find the expected value or mathematical expectations or expectations. We know the expected value, then variance, then standard deviation. Right guys, expected value means what? We know Ex is the expected value, the summation of Pi xi means x is the event. For every event we have to find its probability. So x1 into px1, x2 into px2, x3 into px3, like this all we have to add. Then we'll get the expectation. Variance means guys, this formula we will use. Okay, variance means this formula. So whatever the expectation, that whole square, and then we have to find expectation for x square. Means x is there, we'll take the x square, then probability of that x square, then x square, then probability of x square, then x square, then probability of x square, then we will multiply and we will add. So we will get the E of x square. This already we have did before already in my in my video also we have did, and in the class also we have did. Standard deviation is what? V is the variance, E is the expectation or mathematical expectation. Standard deviation is square root of variance. If expectation is positive, probability is our fear. If expectation is negative, probability is against us. Expectation is 0, then it is fear or unbased or neutral. Properties of expected value. So multiply, just see e of k is k. E of k into x means k will come here, expectation of x. E of x plus y means e of x plus e of y. E of x into y means e of x into e of y. Same we'll write for properties of variance. Now we'll come for the next chapter, that is theoretical distribution. Theoretical distribution guys, we have a two for discrete and for continuous. Discrete is binomial, Poisson. Continuous is normal or Gauss, T distribution, chi-square, F distribution. So this is much difficult, but this you can focus and you can do for binomial and Poisson. But guys, the very important thing, if I have not did in the class, if you have not kept this as the first priority, don't touch it. Okay, those who want, you can do it. Okay, theoretical distribution. So variables are distributed according to some definite mathematical laws or mathematical models. It is also called as expected variable distribution or frequency distribution. Binomial guys, we know. First we have to study about the binomial distribution. Binomial distribution means only two possibilities, either the success or failure. So we know the probability of both success and failure is 1. So success is like a P, failure is Q. So if you know the value of P, Q is what? 1 minus P, you will get the Q value. So binomial distribution means we say like a Bernoulli experiment or Bernoulli trial. Trial must be independent or the number of trial must be finite. So it characteristics of binomial distribution, it is biparameter. Okay, biparametric distribution means it will focus on n and p. N is the total number of trials, p is the probability for which they have asked in the question. So in binomial distribution we have to remember the mean formula, that is n into p. Variance is npq. I said how to, p they will give in the question and q you have to find is 1 minus p. In binomial, mean is greater than variance. Standard deviation is square root of variance. This is for the binomial distribution. In binomial distribution, they will say to find the maximum variance is n by 4. Skewness, see, kurtosis is not there. Kurtosis is not there. Skewness, q minus p by square root of variance. If q is greater than p, it's positive. Q is less than p, it is negative. Q is equals to p, it is symmetric. This is all for skewness. So binomial distribution may be unimodal or bimodal depending upon the parameter. Okay. So if suppose n plus 1 into p is not an integer, like distribution is unimodal and greater integer contain n plus, like suppose n is 6, p is 1 by 3. So find the modal value. So modal value is n plus 1 into p. This is the formula. So 6 plus 7 into 1 by 3 is 2.33, which is not an integer. So mode we will take this value. So n plus 1 into p is not an integer, then this, whatever the value is there, that is the mode. Next thing is, suppose n plus 1 into p is integer, then we will take the two values. One, this whatever the value we will get, n plus 1 into p, and one value is less than this, 4 and 3. This is for the bimodal and modal value. Just we have to remember this formula, write this formula. Here we have to remember this. And this mean of uniform distribution is n plus 1 by 2. And this is the formula we know for the binomial distribution. Right, in binomial distribution they will say to find the at least or at most. If you have did, you know how to find it, right? This is the formula. You have to remember just this formula, no need of others formula and all. Now we will come for the Poisson distribution. Poisson distribution, guys, it is a limited case of binomial distribution. It is a limiting case of binomial distribution. Number of trial is greater than 20. Probability of success is very small. Leave about this. It is a uniparametric. Why uniparametric? Means in Poisson distribution, guys, mean is equals to variance. Whatever the mean is there, it is the same variance. And mean is always positive. Standard deviation is square root of mean. Skewness is 1 by square root of mean. Kurtosis is not there. Always positive skewed. So this is not there. They won't ask. This and all is not. Only remember this thing. Okay, I will tell you. First, this is the formula for Poisson distribution. M is the mean. Okay, x is what? X is this, what we have to find. Okay, just remember this formula. Mean we know. Mean formulas, guys, we know this. N into p. Okay, number of observations divided into probability. Okay, now normal or Gaussian distribution. Normal or Gaussian distribution, just remember the guys, mu is what? Mu is the mean. Mu is the mean. And the sigma is the standard deviation. Mu is the mean, sigma is the standard deviation. And this formula, just you have to remember this formula. See, sigma is standard deviation, mu is mean. Okay, so just remember this formula. Guys, why in the examination? I will tell you. In examination, this is very important. In examination, they will give these values. Here they will just give this value. They will say to find the mean. So we will just check whatever this value is here, that is the mean. Or sometimes they will say to find the standard deviation. Whatever this value is there, that is standard deviation. You can check the MTPs. MTP, it is given this type of question. Very important. So remember just this formula. Okay, normal curve is also always bell shaped. If it is a symmetric, symmetric means, guys, we know all are equal. Okay, mean, median, mode is all are equal. That is equals to mean, median, mode is equal to q1 plus q3 by 2. So quartile it is. At mean, probability is the highest. So guys, quartile deviation is what? 0.675 of standard deviation. Mean deviation is 0.85 of standard deviation. Q1 is this much and Q3 is this much point of influx. Guys, this is very important. Sometime in the examination, you can see in the MTP, they have given this whole values and they will say to find q1 and q3. So q1 is mu minus 0.675 sigma. So mu and sigma will get from the question only. See, this is the mu value, this is the sigma. So we will compare this formula with the given values in the question. You will get the mu and sigma, you will substitute, you will get the q1, q3, and then point of inflection also they will say to find. Just check the MTP. Mu minus sigma, mu plus sigma, very important and very easy, and 100% they will ask this one question. So please just check the MTP, that is very important. So a normal distribution is a symmetric. Symmetric means this both is equal, so skewness is 0. Okay. So just remember this thing. No need of these two both. Normal distribution formula. Z is equals to this. X minus mean divided by standard deviation. P of Z, no need. This and all is not, no need, guys. Remember this thing. Point of inflection, what will happen? Yeah. Now this thing, for theoretical distribution, first order moment formula is summation of x by n. Second order moment is summation of x square. So x square summation by n. Third order moment is summation of x cube by n. Okay guys, it is not a summation of x whole square. It is a summation of x square. X square summation. Okay, we have to do the x square, that summation. First order moment is mean. Second order moment is used to calculate variance. Third order moment is used to calculate skewness. Very important. This is for theoretical distribution. For binomial distribution, first moment is mean, n into p. Second moment is variance, n p q. Third moment is, right, third and fourth is, they won't ask. Fourth they won't ask. Third you can write n p q, q minus p. For Poisson, first moment is 0. Second moment is variance, that is mean only. Third moment is mean only. Fourth moment is not there. So just remember the formula. So this is done for the probability, the fourth chapter. Now we'll come for the fifth chapter, that is okay, correlation and regression. Correlation and regression. So correlation. Correlation definition, guys, it is the relationship that exists between two or more variables. We know if variables are related to each other in such a way that change in one create a corresponding change in other, okay, then the variable are said to be correlated to each other. They are related to each other. A statistical technique used to measure degree and direction of relationship between two variables. So correlation is for degree, measure of degree and direction. So the types of correlation is positive and negative correlation, guys. Positive means it will go in the same direction. Negative means opposite direction. Then next is simple and multiple correlation. Simple means only two variables we will take. Multiple means three or more than three variables we will take. So depending upon the consistency of ratio of change between the variable, the correction may be classified in two parts: linear correction and correlation, not the correction, correlation. So linear correlation and non-linear correlation. So linear correlation means it is a constant change, linear. Non-linear correlation means change in one variable does not bear a constant change. It is also called as curvilinear or non-linear. Methods for calculating correlation: scatter diagram, Karl-Pearson, Spearman correlation method. Scatter diagram, it is a diagrammatic representation. So if it is a straight from left to right, it is a straight line, R is equals to 1, perfect positive correlation. If it is up to down from left to right, R is minus 1, perfect negative correlation. If it is a dot 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 dot, so R is equal to 0, no correlation. So perfect positive, perfect. So R is greater than equal to 0.8, high positive. If R is greater than 0.3 but less than 0.8, moderate positive. R is less than 0.3, low positive. So R value is between -1 and +1. This is very important. For every correlation value is between -1 and 1. They will ask in the examination. Now guys, Carl Pearson formula. Carl Pearson guys, sometime in the Carl Pearson they will say covariance. To find the covariance. The covariance formula you have to remember this much. Okay, they will give summation of xy by n minus x bar into y bar, or sometimes they will give summation of x minus x bar into y minus y bar. They will give, and then just you have to substitute it here. Very rare, but this two formula for covariance. For Carl Pearson correlation coefficient, very rare they will ask. The covariance is from -infinity to infinity. Positive, negative, 0, all you can take. It is independent of change of origin and scale. So Carl Pearson coefficient formula, because we know it is denoted by R. Every correlation coefficient is denoted by R. R is covariance of x comma y by, this is what is standard deviation of x into standard deviation of y. And guys, we know how to find the standard deviation, right? This standard deviation formula, and this is standard deviation formula, right? But remember the thing, maximum, not 100% time they will give the value of covariance. They will give the value of standard deviation. They will give the value of standard deviation of x and y. Sometimes they will give the covariance and they will give the variance of x and variance of y. So we know from variance of x and variance of y how we will get the standard deviation of x and standard deviation of y, because sigma indicates the standard deviation. This is very rare. 0.00001% they will ask like this. Okay, but maximum time is they will give just value. You have to substitute. This is also guys, when they will give this, just they will give the all values. You have to substitute. This is also very rare, just like 1% or 2% chances that they will ask this type of questions. This is not a hot favorite question. Before it was hot favorite, but now it is not there. Okay, because it is time consuming. What will happen? They will give all the values. You have to just substitute it here. Correlation coefficient is pure number and it is not affected by the change of origin and scale. R always, this we know. +1 perfect positive, -1, this already we know this. Guys, this is important. They will give the correlation coefficient between x and y is this much. You have to find the correlation coefficient between u and y. Very important. But they will give the correlation between x and y. You have to find the correlation between u and v. So just this is a trick guys. By seeing the sign we will get to know. See here, sign of u and v. See this, u is what, plus, v is plus. So both is plus. Sign of x and y, x is plus, y is plus. So plus means the same sign. Plus, same sign, right? It's a plus. Same sign means the same value, 0.8 only. If here guys, u is plus, v is plus, but x is minus, v is plus. Minus means opposite sign. It is not a same. Opposite sign means minus. Same guys, see, u is plus, v is also plus. So plus. X is minus, v is minus means same sign. Same sign guys, C means plus, same sign. So value will remain same. Plus, minus, same sign, all right? Plus, same. Minus, same sign. So value will remain same. Here plus, minus, value get change. So it will become minus. If here the value is minus 0.8, it will become plus 0.8. If it is plus, it will become minus. So value will get interchange. So see here, last, u is plus, v is plus. So plus, x is plus, y is minus. So plus minus. So it will opposite sign. Sign will get interchange. Very important. Standard deviation, guys, this is also very rare they will ask, but understand. Standard error or probable error. So standard error is 1 minus r square by square root of n. So r means they will give the correlation coefficient, n is the total number. Probable error is 0.6745 into standard error. You have to remember this formula. Okay, R plus probable error is upper limit, R minus probable error is lower limit. Ratio of R to probable error is this, R by probable error. So R is less than 6, probable error not significant. R is greater than 6 into probable error is significant. Example, this is an example, you can just check and you can understand. Coefficient of determination, guys, coefficient of determination means it shows degree of dependence. We know the coefficient of determination is R square. Coefficient of non-determination is 1 minus R square. No. Coefficient of determination and coefficient of non-determination both is 1 minus R square only. Now Spearman's rank correlation, guys, this is very important. Spearman's rank correlation we have already did. The condition is 2. What are the two conditions, sir? The condition number first is either they will give the rank, second is they will not give the rank. If they will give the rank, directly we will find the D, rank X minus rank Y. If they will not give the rank, they will give the marks. So according to the marks, we know how to find the rank. We will give the rank, then we will find the D and then D square. Because this is the formula, 1 minus 6 into summation of D square by N into N square minus 1. And guys, we are using only this formula, right? Because this is not there in the examination. They will not ask. Only this thing, when rank is given or when rank is not given. Okay, and the thing is non-repeated ranks are not repeated, direct. And guys, see for the MTP very important. In MTP they will give this as a word problem. They will give the summation of D square, they will give the R value, they will say to find the N, or they will give the summation of D square N, you have to find the R in words. They will not give the tables or they will not give the values. Okay, which we have already did in the PDF. This is not there, this type is not there. Okay, this is important. We know that correlation is every time minus 1 to 1. And this is important. Sum of difference of rank should always be 0. Concurrent deviation formula is this, plus minus root of 2c minus m. This is m. So m is what, guys? M is n minus 1. So first of all, we will see the n, the total number of observation. Then we will find the m. M is what? M is total number of observation minus 1. M is n minus 1. We will get here. C is the number of positive sign. C is the number of positive sign. So we have already did in the class. First of all, we will find 2c minus m. If 2c minus m is plus, we will take the r as plus here, because both we have a sign r as plus and minus. If 2c minus m is, we will get the minus negative sign. Okay, we will take the negative. That's it. And we know how to find. The first one we will leave as it is. Second one just we will compare. The second one is greater than this, so plus sign. If it is smaller than this, minus sign. Like this, 28 is greater than 25 plus, 30 is greater than 28 plus, 23 is lesser than 30 minus. So like that, we know only we have to take the plus sign, so 2. Now we'll come for the regression. Okay, regression means it is an estimation of one variable for a given value of another variable on the basis of average mathematical relationship. Estimation of y, guys, see, b of yx means estimation of y on b of yx means estimation of y on x, estimation of y on x. So b of yx, this is the formula, we know this. Estimation of x on y, x on y means xy, this is the formula. Estimation of x on y formula, and this is estimation of y on x formula. Understand? Yes, sir. Yeah. When linear relationship exists, that is correlation is perfect, so regression lines are identical. When no relationship exists, methods of least square. Just important point for the theory. To derive relation line of y on x, minimization of vertical distance. To derive to derive regression line of x on y, minimization of horizontal distance. Regression coefficient. You have to remember this formula. B of yx is what? R into standard deviation of y by standard deviation of x. B of yx is R into standard deviation of y by standard deviation of x. If you want, you can remember this formula also, but in the examination they will give these values. R is equals to plus minus square root of bxy into byx. Forget about this. So here R, byx and all have a same sign. Properties: it is independent of change of origin. Leave the second point, is not there. Two regression line will intersect at point, means it is a mean. We are finding the mean. So this is important, guys. Angle between regression line. If R is 0, so regression lines are perpendicular to each other. R is either plus or minus 1, regression lines are coincident, that is identical. R is nothing but geometric mean between byx and bxy. This is not there. If byx is greater than 1, then bxy is lesser than 1. Remember the thing and this formula. Okay, this is not important because this all the things we have already did before, so no need of going these things and all. Now we'll come directly for the index number. Index number. So what index number is? A special kind of average expressed in ratios, calculated as percentage, used as number. So index number may be univariate index or composite index. Univariate means single variable, composite index means group of variables. Index number indices relative change in price, quantity, value, which is expressed in percentage. Index number always unit free. Index number are useful in deflating, how much value is deflecting. The year in which comparison is made is called current year, and the year with respect to which comparison is made is base year. Current year is denoted by 1 and base year is denoted by 0. So base year index is always taken as 100. Very important. So important criteria or problems in construction of index number. So selection is based upon data or base period or number of items or weight or appropriate average or formula. Types of index number: price index number, quantity index number, value index number. Price index number means comparison in respect to price. Quantity means in respect to quantity. Value means respect to value. Value is what? Price value into quantity. Value formula is what? Price into quantity. Methods of constructing index number is unweighted and weighted. For unweighted we have a simple aggregate. For weighted we have a weighted aggregate. For unweighted we have a relative method. For weighted we have a weighted relative method. Weighted means where the weight will come. Unweighted means where we have only price, quantity, values. We don't have a weight. Unweighted, first is just remember the method name and remember that whether it is index number or quantity index number. Index number or price index number, both are same, or quantity index number. So price index number or index number same, quantity index number is different. So the difference in formula between the price index number and quantity index number is in the price index number wherever the P, it will get changed by Q in the quantity index number, and in the price index number wherever Q is there, it will get changed by P in the quantity index number. Like this C, summation of P1 by summation of P0, it will get changed by summation of Q1 by summation of Q0. P will get changed by Q, Q will get changed by P. That's it. The first one, simple aggregative method. In simple aggregative method for price index number is P01, summation of P1 by summation of P0 into 100. P1 means, guys, total of current year price. P0 is the base year price because 1 indicates the current year price 0 indicate the base year price. P01 means price index of 0 on 1, current year on base year. Same simple aggregative method for quantity means summation of Q1 by Q0. Q1 means 1 means what? Current year price, 0 means base year, sorry, current year quantity divided by summation of this what? Base year quantity into 100. Next is relative method. Relative method, it is a ratio of, guys, relative method means what? Ratio of this current year price to previous year price into 100. So price relative means P1 by P0 into 100. This type of question they will ask in the examination, so just go through it. Simple arithmetic, or we can say price relative. The formula is summation of P1 by P0 into 100 by N. N is the commodities, 1, 2, 3, 4. So N is 4. Right, summation, see this, P0, P1, commodities, everything, these 3 they will give in the question. You have to make a one table. So it's a P1 by P0 into 100. So whatever you will get, P1 by P0 into 100, P1 by P0 into 100, P1 by P0 into 100. This summation is this numerator. Divided by N is the commodities. This is for price relative. This is not there, anti-log is not there. Then same, guys, weighted. Weighted means what? Summation of P1 into W by summation of P0 W. W is the weight. Las Paris. Las Paris means, guys, P01 is for all for price. If it is a Q means quantity. Las Paris means what? Summation of P1 Q0 by summation of P0 Q0 into 100. Base year quantity is fixed in this. Past years means summation of P1 Q1 by summation of P0 Q0, P0 Q1 into 100. Here current year quantity is fixed. Then Dorbish means what, guys? Dorbish is arithmetic mean of Las Paris and past years. PL plus PP by 2. Fisher means geometric mean of Las Paris and past years. The square root of PL into PP. Marshall-Edgeworth means, guys, it takes arithmetic average of base year and current year quantity as weight. Means, see this, Marshall-Edgeworth means this is what? This is the PL and this is the PP. So numerator of PL plus numerator of PP divided by denominator of PL plus denominator of PP into 100. So leave this. Weighted average. Weighted average means we have already did. What the weighted average means? Summation of P into W by summation of W. Same, log is not there. Important note, method of relative is also known as arithmetic mean method. Simple average is calculated when the observation are equally important. Weighted average is calculated when the observation are unequally important. Marshall-Edgeworth index is approximation to Fisher index. GM is the best mean for ratio and percentage, and hence Fisher index is known as Fisher ideal index. This is all important for theory. When the series of index number for different year are expressed in tabular form to compare changes in different year, it is called index time series. Construction of quantity index number. Simple aggregative, summation of Q1 by summation of Q0 into 100. So see, all formulas will remain same as in price index number, just interchange P to Q and Q to P. That's it, the formula will remain same. Value index number, it is also known as expenditure index number. Remember the thing. Value index number is very important. Current year expenditure with that of base year expenditure. So P1 Q1 by P0 Q0. So value is what? Value is price into quantity. Price into quantity. So summation of price of current year into quantity of current year divided by summation of price of previous year into quantity of previous year into 100. Okay, this is not there. Leave it off. Cost of living index number, CLI. It is also known as wholesale price index. It is also known as consumer price index. It is also known as general index. So it is defined as weighted arithmetic mean of index number of few group of basis necessities. This is not important. CLI, cost of living index, is either, see guys, cost of living index, how matlab how many names are there? They can say cost of living index number, or they can say wholesale price index, they can say consumer price index, they can say general index, they can say aggregative expenditure method. This is all for cost of living index number. Another is family budget method. So how we will get to in family budget method? See, if the weight is given, and then they will say to find the CLI, then it is a family budget method. Otherwise, if the weight is not given and they will say to find the CLI, it is aggregative expenditure method, or consumer price, or general index, or wholesale price index. Just remember the thing, if weight is given and they say to find the CLI, we will use family budget method. Very important. Formula is nothing but same as the Lasperis price index number. CLI formula is what? It is same as Lasperis price index number. CLI or aggregative expenditure method, all name are same. Family budget means right summation of I into W by 100. That formula is nothing but the formula is similar for weighted average of price relative. The same formula we are using here. Like here we are using the Lasperis price index number. Here we will use the weighted average of price relative. CLI helps to calculate purchasing. If they will say purchasing power of money, CLI. If they will say real income of consumer, CLI. Remember the thing, very important. Increase in CLI means inflation. Purchasing power of rupees 1, very less they will ask. So 1 by CLI into 100. Real income is nominal income by CLI into 100, or whatever the income they will give divided by CLI into 100. So purchasing power of money is the reciprocal of CLI or reciprocal of price index number. Important for the theory. Just now guys, here just you have to remember the formula, because in the examination they will ask the formula, not the numerical. Chain index number are calculated from link index number or link relative. See, chain index number for any year is link index for the year into chain index for the previous year into 100. So divided by 100. Then this is the link relative formula. Leave this formula. Just remember the formula, because in the examination they will ask which formula is the correct. Numericals they won't ask. Remember the thing, link relative and the chain index for the first year is 100, because we know for the base year obviously it is 100. Deflated value is nominal value adjusted inflation. Just remember the formula. Deflated value is current value by price index of current year. Numerical is not important. Shifting and splicing of index number, again the formula. Shifted price index number is this. Numerical is not important. Base shifting is a process whereby a new series of index number with a new base year is formed. This only this formula, because in the examination they will ask which is the correct formula, for shifted price index. So they will give the 4 formula. You have to tick the one corrected formula. Splicing means combining two different index of different base into single series. It is required when there is major change in quantity weights. Numerical is not there guys, don't go for the numerical. The factor which is multiplied for such conversion is conversion multiple. This is important. Two series are there, x1 and x2. When series x1 is merged into x2, it is known as forward, because x1 is merged into x2, so it is going forward splicing. And when series x2 is merged into x1, so it is a backward splicing. Test of adequacy, this is very important. 4 tests of adequacy: unit test, time reversal, factor reversal, circular test. Unit test means this test says that index number formula should be free from any unit, no unit. All index numbers satisfy this test except simple aggregative method. Very important for the theory. Time reversal test means the formula should work both the ways, forward and backward. So forward and backward, if you multiply, it should be 1 because time reversal. This test satisfied simple aggregate of price, simple AM and GM of price, Marshall Edgeworth index, Fisher index. Factor reversal means price into quantity is value. Only Fisher index satisfy this test. Guys, circular test, it is an extension of time reversal test. The test of shiftability is called circular test. Means see this, index number 0 to 1, then 1 to 2, then 2 to 0, means what? It is a circular. 0 to 1, 1 to 2, 2 to, this is 1. Very important, they will ask in the MCQ. This test is satisfied by simple aggregative of particles, weighted simple aggregate of prices, weighted aggregate of price with fixed weight, simple AM and GM of price relatives. Leave it off. Okay guys, so this is the thing. Okay, leave this. Okay, so in the examination, this is important, circular test. It will be like circle. From where you are starting, you are coming the same way. Okay guys, so this is for this statistics one shot, the concept of all the statistics in a one shot. Okay, so if your concept is clear, you know how to solve the problems and all. So guys, in the next video I will bring the mathematics all concept one shot. Okay, so thank you and bye bye, and keep on doing the revision, and the starting of the video what I have explained, please focus on that. Okay, bye bye, take care.